Hello everyone, welcome back to another competitive international racing race recap. This is race 5. We were at Spain yesterday and I'm going to show you what happened. So this is the race start. I have made a sheet for myself so I know what happened. So yeah, this is obviously the start. We'll just look through it and yeah, we'll see it. I get a pretty good start, better than the Benetton. I get him immediately into 7th place. I started 8th because I had a grip penalty. I actually qualified 5th. I'm actually gonna look on board to just have a better view. And then behind me something happened. The Ferrari knocks off the Benetton I just passed. Then we just go through it a bit more, and then the Sauber right in front of me goes a bit too much on the curb, and then almost spins out. We'll look through with him on board. There we go, past him, and that is actually all of lap 1. You see cars just jittering about. Not everyone has the best internet, of course, and yeah, these top 3, the top 4 actually, or even top 5, I'm not sure, but they were all pulling away from me and having a good fight. While that was going on, I was let me check, 590. Literally after the first lap was done. We go into the first corner. There's already everything is lying on the track, and I go too much on the curb and I spin myself. And well, that has cost me, I think, 3 positions. It did cost me 3 positions, and yeah, that was not the start I was looking for. It was, the first lap was good, but then afterwards it was just not that great. We go along to 687, where I have Mercedes, but right in front of me. Benetton and the Sauber hitting each other a bit, and almost hit the rear wing of the Sauber there. I didn't want to have a repeat of what happened last week. And just skipping through this, we just go around the Benetton. At least that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't have enough space. Almost hitting his rear again. We skip through to the next corner where I go down the inside. I'm getting a little bit forced into the curb here, lose a bit of the rear. The guy in front of me is a bit lagging as well, and I think he wants to let his teammate by, but of course that leaves the door open for me, and it's gonna happen here on the straight. Right there, I passed him. I'm not sure if that was his intention, but he doesn't leave the doors quite as open to the Benetton, so I don't think he actually meant to pass or let me pass. We skip through where I'm about to overtake him, I think. Well, that is a lap later. It could also be a lap later, but here I am. It could be this lap actually. I'm not sure. Right in the slipstream, side by side through the straight. Yeah, I think I definitely passed him here. I was later on the brakes than him into turn 1. And there we go into P5, I believe. Could be, yeah, P5. Okay, so then we move on to 981, where, because nothing else happened, I think I pitted somewhere around here. Or maybe, well, the tires were going off much faster than I thought they would. I'm actually not sure what happened here. Oh yeah, I know now. As you can see, tire marks are right here and the rear wing in the background, and that can only mean one thing: someone has spun, and it's not the back marker or any of the back marks. It's actually the lobby host. He spun. We'll look at that later. Obviously, we're gonna focus on my race for the first half of this video. Nothing else happened. It was actually quite an alright race for me. Apart from the spins I did, which I will show right now. Yeah, you could see a glimpse of it. So I exited the corner, and the tires were going off pretty quickly. I normally take the curb as well, but I was already sliding before I even hit the corner, and the corner actually made it worse, and I spun. And I tried to turn my cars around as fast as possible, and but with not getting in the way of others. And thankfully I did it the right way, though I had to turn off my traction control to turn around quicker. Now we move on to 1463, which is also quite a ways up ahead. I think I haven't pitted yet. I think I'm about to go into the pits. There it is, and I'm about to exit. Yeah, red light. I don't know why it says the red light is on. But there, as I exit the pits, the Sauber just pitted earlier, and well, yeah, he passed me when I spun and then pitted. But then he goes onto the curbs and it's all over the place. And with all over the place, I'm actually literally meaning all over the place. He's jitting all over the shop. And I was actually worried I was going to hit him, but thankfully that didn't happen. I think I passed him the lap after. Oh, that's... Oh yeah, wait, what happened to this guy? I haven't seen this. Wait, hold on. That's actually quite convenient that I'm looking at this guy at this moment, because I didn't know this happened to him. He's going very wide. Onto the gravel, spun, hit the wall, then he lost his rear wing. It already shows he lost it, but it's also a bit bent, so that's not that good from the CIR drive. He's also, yeah, he's struggling like hell. Even trying to keep it under control. That's actually, yeah, well, that was expected. Yeah, he exits. Okay, that was Igor. Moving on to me again. Oh yeah, here it is. Right on time, battling with him again. If I can get the right camera angle, there we go. This time he broke later than the previous time we fought together, but I still managed to get the inside and to overtake him for I think P4 at this moment, because no, P5 still. Okay, so someone ahead hasn't pit yet. Yeah, it's one of the Bentons. We move on to, let me check where I'm right now. We move on to 1530, which was already happening. 2286. I think I've already pitted at this point, not so sure. 2286. Or I'm about to pit. Yeah, I'm about to pit and something is happening right in front of me. There it is. The Sauber in front of me there. We'll look at it later. But I literally came into the pits and saw this in front of me. Just someone losing his front tire. It was a bit strange, but you know, I think he ended his race prematurely. And then we move on to 3090. Nothing happened here. The Bennett is right behind me, but he couldn't do anything anymore. Although that's what I thought. I think he was... No, the Sauber wasn't close to me. So we move on to 1319, where this happened. You can already see it kind of. Exiting, or just entering sector 3 here, or sector 2, sorry. And moving on to the same corner where I spun a few laps ago. Onto the curb once more, literally exact same spin, and I had to put my traction control on off again, and that was horrible. My attempt to try and get back on the track was just so bad. And then something happened to the Benetton behind me afterwards. I don't know what he did. I haven't looked at it yet. I believe he touched the grass somewhere and then spun, but we'll have to look at that. The gap was getting smaller, of course, because I spun, but then increased again. I'm not sure what happened. Bit of smoke there from my car. Sorry for the insane sound, just very annoying sound that you're hearing the whole time because I'm fast forwarding. But I just want to know where it went wrong for him. I'm already pulling away a bit. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, I think his tires were done. I mean, he only did the one stop, so I can see why that happened. And then Alex Speed, he was dominating the race. He was leading by about 13 seconds or so. And yeah, I was running P4 at the time. I was actually quite happy with that. We'll now go on to the start of the race, because now, well, we can still look at me finishing in 4th place, but it's not really that important. There we go, finishing P4. And then I saw Alex Speed in front of me here going doing donuts while bits of cars were all over the place, and then I just started doing donuts because I didn't know what else to do. We'll now move on to not that guy. It was... Oh, he already left at this point. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get him. There he is. Because this happened at the formation lap. 326. This is where we just were. Yeah, this is 326. He weaves, goes onto the grass, spins, hits the wall with his front wing, and loses it. And I was quite surprised. I thought he got hit, but he actually just completely lost it on his own. We'll now move on to the Ferrari of Artief, Nathan Artief, and we go on to 590, which is funny because that was also a timestamp of what happened to me. So at the same time that something interesting happened with my car, he did the same. He did something else, which was going onto the grass and hit the wall with his rear and losing the rear wing. And then we'll fast forward, and just like we saw with the BAR, he spins out of control because there's no way you're gonna slow that car down enough without spinning when your rear wing is off. He even loses the rear tire. He's completely out of the race, and that's just sad way to end it for him. Then we move on to the Jordan, who was the next to make a mistake. He's already slowing down because he already made the mistake here. Not sure what happened, or like they're all still battling here. It was an insane fight. I don't actually know what happened, so I really don't know when to look at them. But yeah, he went too hard on the grass and then spun into the wall, and I don't think anything was wrong with it then, but I feel like maybe he had suspension damage? Not too sure. I honestly don't have the feeling for the car, but he spins and he loses the rear at a very weird position. I don't know how he could have lost his rear wing there, because he's not hitting any walls, or you know, the car is stopping out of nowhere. It just falls off like, ciao, I've done my part. You're not. You're even losing the rear even when I'm here, so I think I'm not needed. Something like that. Anyway, we'll go to Stepnica, which is in the Sauber. Is this guy. And 1724, so it's about to happen. This is just some of the action I picked up from looking at the replays. I don't think it was too interesting, but he goes onto the curb, loses the rear, and actually smacks it sideways into the wall. Rear wing falls off, and I think that was already the end for him. I do think he made it back to the pits, but he's spinning all the time. There's no way you're going to keep that car on the track, like I said before. And yeah, then he fixes his car, but once he goes out, you can see he has to hold the steering wheel to the left. He has massive suspension damage, and I think at this point he's just done. Yeah, he already breaks his car even more. Then I don't know if this was deliberate, but he's trying to enter the pits. There's no, yeah, he should have retired anyway, because you know there's no way. I was lucky to actually avoid him there, but yeah, there was no way he was gonna make it back to the pits, change whatever is broken on his car, and have a completely fixed car again, because suspension damage is not replaceable or fixable. Anyway, that was actually all that happened. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.